Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, May 18th. Time for a daily situation awareness briefing. Look around the region. Updated numbers from the Rio Grande Valley sector, the unaccompanied alien children yesterday. No new declarations. No National Terrorism Advisory System notices or bulletins. Still have that one in effect until June the 16th. No SEER events. And do have ongoing PDAs in Louisiana. That's IA for 5 add-on counties to 4263. And also no new FMAGs to report. Now take a look around the region and for the headquarters areas. And the National Watch Center is at level 4, as is the NRCC. Here in the region, the Denton MOP will cover the watch duties, as the RRCC remains activated at level 3. Around the region, Arkansas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma are at normal operations. Louisiana is at a level 3, and Texas is at a level 3, down from a level 2 from yesterday. Went to a level 3 today, and they anticipate going to a level 4 due to situation dependent this afternoon. For IMATs, Team 1 remains in Arkansas, Team 2 in Louisiana. Also in Louisiana, we have an IMAT from Region 8 and IMAT West. I believe Region 1 IMAT is down there in Louisiana also. And in Texas, Region 2 IMAT is there with a liaison officer at the SOC. Also like to report that I-10 remains closed in Orange, City of Orange, and that's anticipated to tomorrow or maybe Sunday. Also, the FAA has announced a temporary flight restriction for the City of Orange, so the Civil Air Patrol can get in there and do their damage assessments. But for now, we will turn it over to Cindy, the National Weather Service, for the best update.
Good morning, everyone. Taking a look at the current weather picture this morning, we've got some showers and thunderstorms over southern Oklahoma and far northern Texas. And that area is kind of expected to continue growing and moving south as we go throughout the day. The blue warnings that you see or watches that you see up in northern Oklahoma and northern Arkansas are freeze watches for this weekend. And Louisiana is still covered pretty much in green with a lot of flood warnings, which we will talk about next. Regarding the river flood status, moderate to major river flooding is continuing, of course, across Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and east and southeast portions of Texas. Most rivers have already crested, including the Sabine River, which crested yesterday, and is making its slow recession over the next several days. The Sabine and several rivers across Louisiana are still going to remain at major flood stage for the next several days for sure. They're just kind of in their slow receding period right now. The only exception to that is the Red River in Louisiana. That river at that point has not crested there yet. It has crested upstream at Grande Corps today. That's going to continue making its way slowly down towards the Alexandria area and expected to crest on Sunday night. Now, when it is expected to crest down at Alexandria, that will be the highest crest in 60 years. However, this crest point that's expected to be at is only about 10th at all time, so it's well below record flooding for that area. Kind of another note that we had heard kind of going out the Red River, that barge and navigation traffic is closed along the river. As far as other impacts kind of between the Grande Corps where the crest is now and down to the Alexandria area, mainly just a lot of backwater flooding that's actually already ongoing and occurring. The Red River at Alexandria is already at a moderate flood stage and just forecasted to continue rising as we go through the next several days. Other impacts that I found, some of the ditches along I-49 northbound will become flooded over the next few days, but not approaching the road at this time. Moving on to the weather forecast for the next couple of days. Today, as we kind of mentioned, those showers and thunderstorms over southern Oklahoma and north Texas will kind of continue increasing throughout the day. We do have a slight risk for strong to severe storms over southern Oklahoma, a good portion of Texas, and most of Louisiana this afternoon and today. The primary hazard with these storms today would be large hail, and probably some damaging winds as well. There probably will also be some isolated flash flooding possible, mainly due to the saturated ground across all of these areas. While these areas will pick up some additional rainfall, This rainfall is not expected to increase the river flooding potential. It's only going to kind of act to slow things down with the crests and maybe the recovery efforts, but the amount of rainfall that is expected is not anticipated to cause additional river flooding concerns. As we move into Saturday and Sunday, weather really quiets down across the region. There may still be some lingering showers across southeast Louisiana, but the overall weather should start improving once we get to Saturday and last through Sunday. In the first part of next week, too, Monday through Wednesday, remain pretty quiet other than elevated to critical fire weather conditions across New Mexico and Texas. Total precipitation today, you can kind of see in the top left, is mainly focused in southeastern Louisiana and eastward outside of Region 6. Regions in southeast Louisiana could see about 1 inch to maybe 2 inches localized areas across far southeastern Louisiana. The western portions of the state along the Sabine and along the Red Rivers, probably somewhere more like 1/2 inch to 1 inch at best. 5-day precipitation doesn't look a whole lot different from today, as most of the rainfall for the region is going to occur today, probably within the next 24 hours, I would say. The drought monitor was updated yesterday, and as expected, most of Louisiana is no longer in drought. We did add some drought, it looks like, to the panhandle of Texas and the panhandle of Oklahoma as well, and space weather remains quiet. And that's about all I've got today, pending any other questions.
Thank you, Cindy. Anyone that has any questions of the National Weather Service, type in the chat window or speak up if you're on the phone. I'm going to go back to the map just for a moment and mention that Louisiana and Texas are the two states with shelters. Louisiana has 7 open shelters with a population of 199. That's no change in the number of shelters and 8 fewer occupants. In Texas, they have 10 shelters open with 292 occupants. That is no change in the number of shelters and an additional 90 occupants. No significant power outages throughout the region. However, in Louisiana, they have almost 4,000 power outages, and that's still down from 21,000 the last 24 hours. The 4 other states have less than 1,000 each. So now we will begin to conclude this with every day is some kind of day. It would look like I point out that today is National Supreme Sacrifice Day, and others. And lastly, there's some images from flooding going on around the region. Slidell, Franklinton, Orange, and Deweyville. Alright, last chance for any questions. Hearing none and seeing none, this concludes today's briefing. Have a great weekend. Good luck.